So guys, pretty much how to guarantee a successful launch. Now, once again, what I consider a successful launch is either lots of money or you didn't waste your time. Okay? So I told you in the last module, there's nothing wrong with testing stuff out, and if it doesn't work, abandoning the project. Like there's really nothing wrong with that, because some courses hit and then some miss, and that's honestly, guys, that's just how it is. So how do you guarantee a successful launch? Let's just get into some of the more basic. Once again, because we're covering so damn much in this course, I'm just trying to give you a kind of like an oversight of every aspect. Use IFO and give them a small discount. So once again, with your IFO, you will have had a list of people who are enrolled in the course. And give them a small discount, guys. Give them a small discount. So for example, whatever, if you did an IFO an ebook, give those people on that list, give them $100 discount if it's a $997 product. Give them a reason, and also build scarcity. Say, guys, for the next 24 hours, because you've already committed to whatever the IFO was, here's a discount, right? And the cool thing is, within my IFO, which was the personal brand playbook, I pre-frame so hard for Influencer Ignited, right? Like I keep saying stuff like, you are what's called, so this is just the first step in a much larger journey. Everyone knows what that means. There's a full-blown course coming out, right? And I did the personal brand playbook. I released it around 7 to 8 weeks before Influencer Ignited launched. Pre-framed hard and worked well. So yeah, use the IFO and give them a small discount, guys. Give them a reason, but then within time frame. So guys, for the next 6 hours, 12 hours, whatever it may be. Put out an Instagram poll and gather leads from it. But state the price first. So, for example, put out, with the pre-launch of Influencer Ignite, I was constantly on Instagram stories, just going, guys, recording some some shit for Influencer Ignite. This is that. Then I put out a poll, Influencer Ignited launching, Influencer Ignited launching, pre-sale price $997 or whatever it was, $997, and then. Once again, you need to state the price first. You can't just go like, say with you guys, Bitcoin course, and then who's excited for it, and then or who's gonna pick it up, and then do a poll, because people might think like, okay, maybe $37, sure, I'll pick it up, because some people just don't really know what the price of the course is. So an Instagram poll, but what you do is you go, you show people that you're recording it, you're having a bunch of fun, there's going to be a ton of value, and you do that within the same 24-hour story, and then you go, you just put the details, and then right after that you do a poll, who's going to be purchasing, and then just go yes or no, right? And then yes, of those people, if they know what the price is, I find usually around 30% actually convert. Most people will say it, but when it comes to actually, pulling out their debit card, their credit card, I have anywhere from 30 to 50%. Could be lower, could be higher, depending on the price of your product and just how nice your followers are to you. Find out what their limiting beliefs are, so you can break them within all the sales and the marketing material and the marketing lead up. So, for example, I did a poll, and I want to find out, what are the main limiting beliefs holding people back from purchasing the course or building a personal brand. I don't know why anyone would listen to me. And once again, with all of this, I go, guys, check out all the options, and then pick an answer, and then one of the people, I will give away a free copy of the personal brand playbook, just to try and get as much data points as possible. This was the second highest thing. I don't know why anyone would listen to me. So people don't really know, if I build a personal brand, will anyone listen to me? Like, will anyone care? The next one was, I don't have enough time. Not as much. I don't feel comfortable putting myself out there. Another one, I don't see the point of having a personal brand. No, everyone sees it, obviously. The biggest one, I don't have money to start. Biggest one by far. And I had to make it clear that, guys, to build a personal brand, everyone has an iPhone. Some of you guys are watching this on a computer. You don't need any money to start, right? It's one of those things like, it's not like Amazon FBA. It's not like drop shipping. Like you need zero money to start. Like you don't even need to create a website. Social media is free. You don't have to create a Shopify. Social media marketing. Like you don't have to create an LLC or LTD. Like there's zero. There's zero startup cost completely. So I had to make that clear, and once I did, I found that people were more open to it. Conversions went up, purchases went up, stuff like that. So that is my next sort of tip. Find out what the limiting beliefs are so that you can address them and you can break them directly. Follow up using CRM systems. So guys, I'm not going to show you, this is actually one of the lists. I'm not going to show you my full CRM system because that's like proper into my back end. But I will show you what I use. So Pipedrive is what I use. What I like about Pipedrive is you can actually, you can use a Trello workflow. Trello, if you don't know what that is, it's a workflow, but you can also use Pipedrive. What I like about Pipedrive is you can put the value. So for example, with a course or an ebook or a training series, the price doesn't really change. You know what the price is, you know how much it's worth to you. And then at each stage of the funnel or the sales process, you can put the percentage, the likeliness that they're going to convert at that stage. And then it works out how much the people are worth to you. So this is like my most recent up-to-date CRM system. These are like kind of all the leads I have that I've collected over the last week, mainly via when people send me DMs on Instagram, I know they're about to buy, etc., etc. So this is it. I have 19,000 pounds in potential sales over this last week. Lead, interest shown, so 20 deals, commitment made, LMR, which means last minute resistance, and then payment due. Some of these people have already paid off, but yeah, as you can see, it kind of from 19,000 pounds, it estimates with my own estimations that it's going to make me roughly 4,000 pounds. So from 29 deals, roughly 4,000 pounds, because here I go 5% of all the interest shown. 5% of those will probably convert. 50% of commitment made usually convert, and then 50% of LMR, which is last minute resistance, convert. So yeah, this is a Pipedrive. That's a CRM system I use. And yeah, I'm definitely a big fan of it. And yeah, what I'm showing you guys here, I'm not showing you guys webinars, Facebook ads, stuff like that, because that is honestly if I went into that, if I went into my Facebook pixel tracking, that would be hours and hours. But what I'm showing you guys here is this costs zero money. You don't need to advertise. You just need to apply the principles that we talked about in Influencer Ignited. Do some market research, right? Do some market research, and then use your organic traffic, and then start thinking of yourself as a business. Become your own salesman, right? Most people are Instagram DM, they network and shit like that, but they never actually put systems in place. I'm a very big systems builder. No one would think to put the system in place where they can follow up on leads, they get reminders to follow up on leads and stuff like that. And guys, I can honestly say, at this point, which is 3 weeks at the time of recording this, it's 3 weeks since the launch of the course, I've made roughly, I think, $25,000 or something like that, 3 weeks in, and that is zero advertising, zero Facebook ads. Now I run Facebook ads all the time to grow my social media, to collect that traffic I own, but that's zero Facebook ads, zero webinars. Right? Once I put the Facebook ads, the webinars, the paid traffic, you should easily be doing 50 to 100 grand a month, easily. But once again, of that 25,000, roughly, I think that's where I'm at right now. I need to check, but or I think it might be a bit more. Roughly $25,000+ in the 3 weeks. That's pure profit. I haven't been running ads, and that's because I implement these main advice, the advice that I've given to you. Use the IFO. The IFO, the whole point of it was to get a buyer's list so that you can upsell them later on. Your IFO should pre-frame to the upsell, right? So the IFO, it don't give so much information in the IFO. Just get them excited about the idea. Get people excited about personal branding, and then in Influencer Ignited, I'll give them all the nitty gritty, right? Put it out on Instagram poll, gather leads from it. Who's gonna buy it, and then you get a full list. A lot of these people, well, now not so much because I've already gone through the entire list of people from polls, but I had a huge list of people that I would just hit up, and I'd follow up on them. Once again, make sure you state the price first. Find out what their limiting beliefs are through Instagram polls so that you can break them. I know exactly what someone on the other side of this is experiencing. I know what causes last minute resistance. So yeah, find out what the limiting beliefs are so you can break them. Follow up using the CRM system. And guys, this is how you have a successful course launch, guaranteed successful course launch, because you're not spending any money on advertising costs. and you are, if you put out the pre-launch and it doesn't sell, that's cool. You haven't invested much time. So you just move on to the next thing, or you wait 3 months and you relaunch it, you know. But if you do, you know, if it launches and the pre-launch does well, or the pre-launch, like I discussed with me, you know, locking in all those sales via PayPal before it even launched, you know, if you can do that, then I mean, there's no way your course or digital product won't be a success. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this this section. That concludes it for you know, releasing your first digital product, and I will see you guys in the next section.